Hello, and welcome to episode 22 in a series of mountain guides for the highest mountains in Scotland, the Munros. For today's walk, we're going to climb the Tarmachan Ridge near Ben Lawers in Loch Tay. There's only one Munro on this ridge, and that's Meall nan Tarmachan. The ridge itself is a beautiful place to be. It's quite an easy walk. The estimated time is just under 5 hours without stops. The total ascent is 900 metres, and there is a good clear route to follow. The car park is around an hour and 40 minutes from Glasgow, and it's the same car park that you use for the Ben Lawers walk. National Trust car park, and again there are no toilets at the car park. There are public toilets in Cullen. You can do this route either in an anti-clockwise direction, as we did on the day, or in a clockwise direction. I've done it both ways. And if the weather is reasonable, then I would recommend doing it in a clockwise direction. That way you do the long walk in before you get up onto the ridge, and then for the second half of the walk you're mostly on the ridge and then coming back down to the car park. On our day it was very windy, and the wind was going from the east to the west, and rather than have the wind in our face as we're climbing up and along the ridge, we preferred to have the wind behind us going along the ridge. So starting at the car park, instead of leaving the car park to the north as you would if you're going to do Ben Lawers, you head towards the south and you follow a well-defined path, and then quite soon you'll come across a signpost that points you in the right direction for the Munro. And then you follow that path and it'll come up and it'll cross another road. This is a 4x4 type gravel road. Just go straight across the road. If you were going to do it in the clockwise direction, at this point you would turn left and follow that road. But we're going to go straight on for today's walk, and you follow the path. And it takes you up onto the ridge at the start here, and you make your way up. You'll come up to the first top, and after that you'll drop down a little bit. There is a stile at the bottom here that you climb up and over, and then you make your way up here. Now this section is very steep. There are steps made out of rocks, so it makes it easy to climb up. And you get all the way up to the top, and then the summit cairn is just here, just round the corner. The main ridge walk starts here, so you make your way along a clear and obvious path along the ridge, and it brings you up to a high point just here. From that high point, you actually double back a little bit. It's not clear on the map here. And then go along what is the narrowest point of the ridge, but it's not too steep, the drops on either side, but you do feel that you're on the narrow point. And when you come to the end of that, you have a choice. Now if you're going in the clockwise direction, you can climb up this section, and it does involve some scrambling. It's not difficult scrambling, it's quite easy scrambling, but it does involve scrambling on the way up. But going down, it's much easier and safer if you take a little path that goes to the right. It's quite easy to miss this, it's not very obvious, it's quite a narrow path that goes along to the right, and I'll show it in the video. But you go to the right and then you zigzag down here, and it's steep, but it's not too challenging at all that way. From there you come down to the bottom, and yeah, right here there is actually a faint path that goes off to the left. Ignore this path and continue on the main path that goes straight ahead and then bends to the left. Keep following this path, you'll climb up again, and you climb up and along, and then yeah, from here down to here is quite a steep descent, but it's a good path, it's nothing difficult, and you follow that, and then there's a small cairn here. The main path continues along and it'll take you up to this other top. For our walk we're going to come down here, and this section is quite undefined. The path isn't very clear, it's going across a wet boggy moor. Mostly there's a lot of grass, there's some streams that you have to cross over, and you just have to be careful when you're navigating this. You will see signs of a path every now and then, and I've tried to show how that looks in the video and the things to look out for. Here there's a key landmark that if you see that and just head for that, there's a big boulder, then you'll be on the right path. Once you come round this corner, the path is more obvious, and then you can see the road here. This is the same 4x4 gravel road that you crossed right at the beginning, quite soon after leaving the car park. And then once you're on that road, it is very straightforward. You just follow that road. Each time another road joins it, you keep to the left and just keep going round. Then it'll take you back round to the point where you crossed over. You'll recognise that. You turn right and then head back down to the car park. Meall nan Tarmachan is covered by the South Eastern Highlands report on the Mountain Weather Information Service. And we're going to go on Saturday, and the weather report here shows that it is going to be a bit windy, up to 35 mph winds at the top, and we've got a good chance, I think, in the morning at 60%, and then it's going to go down, of it being clear. It looks like it's going to be between 3 and 6 degrees and getting colder in the evening, but we'll be off the mountain by then. I don't think that shows the full picture. And if we have a look at the Met Office, I was looking at the cloud cover, and on Saturday, if I play that through, you can see that it's going to be clear, and then the cloud comes in about 1 o'clock. Look at the normal report for Saturday. It's going to be sunny, and this matches up, so sunny up to about 1 o'clock. It's the wind. There is a bit of wind, as the report, the Mountain Weather Information Service report showed. And that wind chill is going to make it feel like, around about -3 degrees, and then only going up to about 0. So on the ridge, at the highest point, it's going to feel quite cold. Good morning. I'm back at the Meall car park. I'm going to climb Meall nan Tarmachan on the Tarmachan Ridge. So from the Meall car park, you're going to head out the bottom exit, so the opposite direction from where you come in, and then we're going to turn right and follow the trail up the side there. You'll come quite quickly to this sign, and you can see it. So Meall nan Tarmachan. We got this way. It's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning. You can see the car park's filling up. Still plenty of space at the moment. It's a gorgeous morning. And you'll see that I'm joined by friends and colleagues from work and their partners. Really enjoyable day in a beautiful part of the country with some glorious weather. And a big thank you to them for their company, and you're welcome to join me again in the future. Thank you. So this path will join another path. You've got a choice to make. You can go left, and then that will take you around in a clockwise direction. That's the path we'll come back on. Today we're just going to go straight across and go up the more steep approach. That'll keep the wind to our back. It's a very easy route to navigate, especially when it's clear. Once you've got into this path, you can see it goes up there onto the ridge, and then you're on the ridge, and all you do is follow the ridge. You have to then choose when to come off the ridge. There are multiple points you can come off, but I'll show them in the video. And after that you come back down and you go around onto that road we saw. It's a beautiful morning. getting our first view of the ridge. We're just past halfway up from the car park and halfway in distance as well, and it's under an hour to get to this point. Walk along that ridge there, hit that top. You have options. You can come down the ridge there to the left, or you can go straight on, which is what we'll do. We'll go straight on and follow the ridge a bit longer, and then come down. More and stop Binion over there, and then the Tarmachan Ridge. Beautiful morning, just a little bit breezy. Ben Lars and Ben Glass. And then Lochte. Final pull up to the summit. It goes up here, goes round to the right a little bit, and then right to the left right on top. So this is clearly the steepest section of the walk. Yeah, this section is very steep. Good steps. Easy enough to get up, but steep. South of just to Joburg. Just approaching the summit of Meall and Tarmachan, and then we're going to head along the Tarmachan Ridge. You can see the ridge there, Ben Moore, Stop Binion. When we're out of the wind it's fantastic, it's just not that often. So if you look at the centre of the frame, the Tarmachan Ridge goes along and then down, and then it goes up, over that peak, down the other side. So we're just going to head off the summit. You just keep going straight across in the same direction as you approached, path is very clear, and we just follow this. Memory serves me correctly, the path is clear like this all the way until you turn off to the left. Looking back the way we came, we're on the next little peak. There is a bit of a drop on the right hand side, and we're going to go along this little ridge. Now on the narrowest part of the ridge, but there's not really big drops, it's not scary. It might be a little bit more atmospheric and cloud, but as you can see, you might hurt yourself if you fell off, but it's not vertical inducing type. Just looking back at that wee summit point. You can go down straight ahead here, it's a bit steeper, a little bit of scrambling, or you can follow this little path round to the right and there's no scrambling, but it's still a little bit steep. So we're going to go round to the right. Join back onto the main path. So you can go up there to the left. It's not a difficult scramble on the way up. You do have to scramble, you need to use your hands. Having come down that steepest bit, you come to this little bielach. There is a faint path off to the left, but we're not taking that. We go follow the main track, round to the right and up. We'll go up and over one more little summit, back down to another bielach, and then we go off. Just looking back at the trickiest bit on the path, you can see people are coming down the scramble route. Like we said, you can go round to the left as you look at it here, and then join back up. Right, I'm pretty sure I'm on the last top of the ridge. Just looking back all the way along. It's definitely been a bit windy, but glorious sunshine. So we're just going to descend off here to the heading west, get down to the bielach and then go down to the right. And then you make your way down through the swamp, back to the road. Quite a steep descent down that last part, but there's a good path, so there's no challenges with it. And we're out of the wind now, so it's quite hot. I'm going to take the Gore-Tex shell off. It's a stunning day. So you're going to come around the corner, see a very small cairn there, and that's where we go to the left. And we go down this way. So we're not going up that ridge where those people are going. You can extend the walk if you want to do that, but we're going to just take the normal route back down. So we're at the cairn and we're turning left. The path is quite faint this way, but if you keep an eye on your GPS and your location, this does match up to the route, and you can see it. All you really need to do is go south, head towards Loch Tay over there. You'll come across the road eventually, and then you'll go to the left. So at this point we are headed that way to go over that wee ridge. Oh, it's glorious here. Protected from the wind. Coming by this big rock, you're on the right path. It's very faint. We've just come over that ridge there and you can see the road on the left. We're going to cross over to that and then follow that out. Joining up to the road, the wind has picked up a little bit. Once we're on this road, I'm pretty sure we just keep following the road. Anytime it joins another road, just stick to the left and it walks round the bottom of the mountain here and right back to the car park. So we're just coming up to the point where we crossed the road this morning to go straight up onto the ridge, and we're just about there and we'll turn right, and that takes us back down the same little trail that led off from the car park this morning. And here we are at the path. Thank you once again for watching. This has been a really nice walk. A little bit windier than I would like, but the sun and the blue skies, and yeah, it's a really nice ridge to walk. Longer than I remembered it, but we're back at the car park. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video, please subscribe, and look out for more next week. Thanks, and bye for now.